Hey guys, it's Liam, and I want to talk about my experience. I had top surgery yesterday. As you can see, I've got some drains and a compression vest on, and I am here. My room's messy, but I'm here at New Beginnings Retreat in Davie, in South Florida. So I want to talk a little bit about my surgeon and about where I'm staying, and I'm having such a great experience, and I just wanted to let everybody know, how it was for me. Now, my surgeon is relatively new, but I can honestly say that his bedside manner and his staff were absolutely phenomenal. They were excited for me. They stood behind me the whole way. They really made me feel like, more than just a patient, but, a family member, and people that were proud to walk by my side and to help me on my journey. And it really means a lot to find someone like that for me. I'm really big on bedside manner and staff. I've been seeing the same primary physician for 4 or 5 years now, and she's a bit of a drive for me, but I make the drive because that's important. I need to know that the person that's taking care of me really cares. And it's the same thing with my tea doctor. He's a good hour away from me, but for me, he knows me, he knows a lot about me, he understands me, and he cares about what happens with me. I at one point weighed a lot more than I do now. I've lost about 120 pounds in preparation for my top surgery because I wanted the best results possible. So of course, if I'm going to go that far, I did have weight loss surgery. For myself, I want to make sure that I go to the best doctors. My weight loss surgeon is phenomenal as well. He's one of the best as far as he has a great bedside manner, and he's very good. Most surgeons that I've talked to actually know of him and have seen him work. So if he's recommended, by other surgeons, it's not even that. He's a great guy. He's done thousands of, bypasses, sleeves, and lap bands. And I got the sleeve, but I'll talk more about him later. This is more about my journey here at New Beginnings and with my surgeon, Dr. Sassani. I am only 1 day post-op, and I can honestly tell you I feel really good. I went into surgery at about 1:20 p.m., and I came out probably around 5. Now, I had a double incision. With the weight loss, I was sort of slightly big-chested, but a lot of it was excess skin, which went all the way to the back. So, he wanted to he took his time, and, he's very consistent. For him, it's a piece of artwork. You're not just, another body. You're a piece of work, and he understands, especially from everything that I've done, in talking to him and his staff, they really appreciate the efforts that I've made. They see how important this is to me and to all of us, and I really think that he cares about the community, and he cares about us, and I would highly recommend him. I haven't even had a reveal yet, and I trust that his work is going to be great, because I've seen some of his work that's not related to this, and he's just very meticulous, very hands-on, and, I have confidence it'll look great, and I can't wait to show off and do a reveal. I'm not in an incredibly horrific amount of pain. I woke up before I even got into the recovery room. I came out of anesthesia very quickly. I dealt with it fine. I was up and walking with a little bit of help to the bathroom, making jokes, and it was great. I had a wonderful experience. I can't say enough, really. I know it probably sounds ridiculous because I'm repeating myself over and over again, but I'm telling you, it's not just the doctor, it's not just the surgeon, it's his staff, his assistant, from his assistant to his surgical nurses to the surgical coordinator, and then people that I didn't even know existed until yesterday when I had surgery. I mean, these people, they really do care, you know, and it's something that it just, to know that you're in that good of hands and you have someone that genuinely cares, it means the world to you, you know. And for me, you know, I waited, you know, a few years, you know, I got myself in shape so that I could do this, and it's definitely been worth it. And, you know, it's been pretty emotional for me. And then to be here at New Beginnings and to have this sense of family camaraderie with my, you know, fellow trans guys, you know, and to not be alone, you know. I'd hate to think about what it would be like to be in a hotel, you know, all by myself. You know, luckily I'm here with my fiance, but I think that this is such an asset to the community. Regardless of who you go to, you know, a place like this is important for us because you're not just recovering, you're recovering amongst people like yourself. You know, it's like you're recovering with yourself. You know, like the first night I got here, there was a guy here from the UK. It was awesome. You know, there are people from all over the country, and it's like it's a melting pot of who we are to remind us that we're not alone. You know, and to let us know that we're not going through this alone. So it's really great. You know, I wanted to make videos of my transition, and obviously I really didn't make too many of them, and, you know, I regret that, but I think that going through this process, you know, it's important for me to do this, so I definitely will keep an update, especially on, you know, the surgeon, because I think he's phenomenal. You know, I really do. I'm actually going to be setting up a tummy tuck with him, you know, because I've had gastric bypass and I've lost a lot of weight and I have a lot of excess skin. So there's a lot that I'm going to need to have done, and honestly, you know, with what he's done so far, I wouldn't really want to trust anybody else. But, you know, that's just a personal opinion. The other thing that I wanted to say, you know, about New Beginnings and about my surgeon and about is everyone's journey your journey is for you. If there's a specific surgeon that you like, go to that surgeon. If you know, there's no right or wrong way to do anything. You know, I mean, when I first came out into the community, I ended up disappearing for like a year and a half, because I encountered, you know, some people that were saying that if you don't do it this way and this way and this way, then you're not really trans. Well, who the hell are you to tell me about my journey? So I just want the guys out there to know that you can take it at whatever speed you want. You know, I've been on hormones for 3 years, and I'm just now having my top surgery because I wanted to do it when it felt right for me. And it doesn't mean that if you, let's say you want to do it now, and you haven't even been on hormones yet, or you've only been on hormones for a month, or a week, or a year, and you decide that you want to do that, or you want to have top surgery and you haven't been on hormones, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. The only person who could take away your validity in your journey is you. Don't let anyone tell you that what you're doing is wrong in any way, shape, or form, because the only person you should have to answer to is yourself. I'm going to cut this video kind of short because it's getting a little longer than I'd expected, and I'm really terrible at video editing, so you're probably going to get the you know. But I really hope that my video and my journey can help somebody else, and I'm definitely going to make more videos. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And please, if you have any questions or comments, you know, by all means, post down there, and I'll be glad to talk to you. You can shoot me an email. But if you're going to be a hateful douchebag, go fuck yourself. Other than that, peace, brothers. You're not alone.